the chemical engineer diary. Here I share with you my experience as a chemical process engineer and also answer questions, do clarifications, etc. And I returned to the field. After 2 weeks working in the field, I left to my home for 3 days, and now I already returned. You can see that I am in the hotel again. And today I have two main topics to share with you. The first one is about commissioning engineer. What is it? If it is worth to be a commissioning engineer before working with plant design. And I have another subject related to the blinded position. So I will give you my opinion about that. And very nice to have you here, Regina and Geralda, and you also, Chamberlain. Thanks for being here with me in this live stream, in this live session. In my left side, I have my Instagram. In my right side, I have the YouTube. If you have questions, guys, let me know in the comments. And in a few minutes, I need to go to start my working day. So talking about first, related to the commission engineer, I received a question in my last live session in the chemical engineer diary 17 and in my YouTube. And the question is commissioning engineer role good start for chemical engineer? In any case, planning to get into process design sector? I'm looking for suggestions. In my point of view, if you can get a position as a commission engineer, it's very, very good for you if you are in the early stage of your career, or if you already have some experience, because the commission engineer will deal with a lot of subjects, a lot of disciplines at the same time. The commission engineer is responsible for doing the commissioning, and the three main topics that the commission engineer gets involved to is the part of automation and part of electricity sometimes, and there is mechanical issues related to that also, and the process, not process design, but process operations. Because when you a commission engineer, it's a multidisciplinary position where the professional needs to deal with what is necessary to let the plant ready to run. So in this way, when a company hire or train a commission engineer, you will be able to solve problems to start a pump. And to start a pump, it's not only a matter of mechanical issues. It is related also with the electrical issues. It can be related also with automation issues, and it is related also with process operations. So the commission engineer has a broad overview or a broader view of the equipments and the process. This is the nice part of the job. So you will be very skilled in reading schematic wiring. You will need to be able to read and the pipe instrumentation diagram, isometrics sometimes, and how is the procedure for startup of machines, of shutdown, maintenance. So the commission engineer is a very, very nice career, but be aware that the commission engineer needs to be where the plant is built. The commission engineer needs to go where we are starting operations. He or she needs to go where the problems are. The commission engineer most often will not work at the office. They will work at the field. So if you are in a big company with many projects and there are projects around the world, you will travel a lot, and the nice part is that you will visit a lot of places. Some of the places, depending on the location of project, you can be in a nice place to visit. In the other ones, you will be in a far from city or far from town, and that can be very, very tough. And you need to consider that when you accept to be a commission engineer in a company. For instance, I start up a CO2 liquefaction plant in Peru, and the licensor sent to assist us a commission engineer, and he was from, if I'm not wrong, he was from Russia, but his current home was in Spain, but he went to his home maybe 3 times or 4 times per year, because he traveled a lot because of his job as a commission engineer, starting up liquefaction CO2 plants around the world. And if you are single, if you are not so tied to your family, that can be a very, very good experience. But if you have issues related to family, like wife, like children, sometimes it's very, very tough to be far away from your family, especially when there are hard times or diseases in the family and stuff like that. But in general, it is a very, very, very good way to improve your skills in process, because you will have a very good point of view how the machines, how the process works. And of course, that as you know how it works in the field, it will be very, very useful to you if you shift for process design, because you will know if a valve, if a drain valve is missing, what happens, if a vent valve is missing, what happens, if you are doing a system, a pipeline with flammables, you know that you must have some kind of connections to do purging. And this is sometimes something that the design engineer, the person that only works in the office, don't have this kind of vision, because they don't live the troubles that happens in the field. So every time that you have opportunity to follow a commissioning startup as a chemical process engineer or any other discipline, it is very, very, I strongly recommend you to go if your boss or if your company wants you to do that. Okay, don't miss any chance to be following commissioning and startup of the plant, especially if you work only in the office, because there are many troubles that happens that will improve your skills, your vision on how plant design must be done. So this is the first subject. If you have any questions, just let me know in the chats, in the Instagram or in the YouTube. And the other subject that I would like to share with you here is about colors blind. I am not colors blind. I personally, I don't know any person that is, but I received it in my LinkedIn last week. On Friday, I received a message from a mechanical engineer, and coincidence or not, I received another message from a chemical engineer in my LinkedIn, and I was thinking about that. And the truth is that I always invite, or I always encourage you to get the best of yourself. Don't let the world, don't let the people limitate you, what you can be or what you want to be in your life. And for the first message, let me see here. So I will not read the name, okay, just to let the confidence of the message. But here, my placement offer was revoked, saying medical unfit just due to color vision deficiency. I am a MTech chemical engineer. I am a chemical engineer also. Is there any chance a company will allow me anywhere? This is the question that I received on Friday evening, in my Friday evening. And some time ago, on Saturday, I received another question. It is also from, this time it is from a student. So, Jefferson, I see your videos on chemical process engineering and wanted to ask what chemical engineering jobs are there for colors blind people. As I am red, green, color blind, I have a problem getting job in production units. So it is the kind of question that is not easy to answer. And what, in my point of view, what happens in plant design, I don't see colors blind as a limitation for do the job, because you will deal with process simulation, you will do calculations, you will develop the pipe instrumentation diagram, and most of these documents are black and white documents. You will need to do reports, you will need to write memorandums, and most of them is black and white documents. So at the first sight, I don't see any reason to reject a chemical engineer from working in plant design in the office. In the field, sometimes there are some functions that in the field I am not so sure, okay, especially if you are talking about operations. It depends a lot about how the process is designed to. If you need some kind of alarm or not, or if it's all or only colors changes in the field alerting about the hazard, because the main issue is related to hazard. If there is something that the color blinds are not able to identify to prevent their safety and safety from others. So that's, in my point of view, is the main issue related to color blinded people. In my experience, I haven't seen this kind of a restriction. In many cases, when we are talking about something that is for a kind of alarm, it is associated with some kind of noise. So if you listen to the noise, you can avoid the hazard or know what is happening in the field. And talking about chemical engineers, we don't deal with hiring. We in the electrical field, it's very common to us to have the hired head wired, black wired, and we need to fit that to the equipment. We don't do that. We verify the positions of the valves. We do adjustment in the control room. And in the control room, you have the openings of the valve, the percentage of openings, and etc. And sometimes there are some kind of alarm in red, but if it's blinking, you know that it's an alarm. There is no many issues related to color blind because of that. In any case, I'm talking about it in a vision of a person that is not colors blind. I am not colors blind, okay? So what I would like to do, what I will do with this video, I would like to ask for your assistance. If you know any person that is colors blind and works with, that is chemical process engineer and works with operations or plant design, and you can, maybe you are seeing this in the YouTube, or I will post this in LinkedIn. That is the biggest worldwide social media for job. If you know anyone of this person, please send me a private message in LinkedIn, Instagram, or Facebook, or here in the YouTube, because I would like to interview them, she or her, in process interview. I have a interview series in my YouTube channel, and I would like to interview colors blind people that works with plant design or operations, chemical process engineers especially, to encourage people that are colorblind and did not get a job yet. So I think that one of the ways to people believe in yourself is from examples from others, and it is the way that I can do to help the colorblind people to encourage themselves to keep believing in their dreams and never give up from their dreams. That's very, very important. The first one to believe in you is yourself. That's very, very important. So let's see if I get any results with this campaign, and you can help me sharing this video. And I will edit this one. I will let only the invitation available, and I will post it in the LinkedIn in order to find colorblind people that already work with plan design or operations and are chemical engineers. Okay, guys, so this is it. If you don't have any question, I'm ready to go. So, okay, so see you soon. Bye-bye.